Hey everybody, welcome back to the Spin Rack. I'm here with my boys, PD and Cal. Say what's up, gents.
What's going on?
Yo, ready to rock.
Talking about what there should be one of the biggest movies coming out this year for the end of the year, The Running Man. And I'm telling you, it is looking just the very beginning is looking good. Selector, can you drop it for people to watch?
You know, I've been thinking about the show. For the next 30 days, everyone in the country is trying to murder me. And it's crazy, right?
People on these games never come back.
We have no choice. We need money for a doctor now.
Welcome to The Running Man. Contestants will be hunted for 30 days. Anyone can kill you.
Hunt them down!
Survive, and you will walk away with $1 billion.
I always thought this was fake.
Oh, shit!
Feeling pretty real now. I need weapons, an ID, and a disguise. Holy shit, is that C4?
That's not for sale.
Don't you get it? This game is rigged.
I got a grenade!
Back at you.
Everything okay, Mr. Springer?
Yeah.
You know why they cheered for you down there?
Go, go!
If you could survive against those goons, so can they.
I'm just trying to get back to my family.
There.
I'll be honest with you. I can't just let you win this game.
Fuck is happening?
Welcome to The Running Man.
Wow. I mean, gee, you wish. Talk about different. This is I mean, just to set up the premise. The premise is, this guy goes this top TV show, I guess reality, where everybody's out to get him, is based on I guess the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Arnold.
right?
I like
Yeah.
Ronald. I like Ronald Schwarzenegger.
But Arnold doesn't like it.
And it's one of the top actors out right now, Glen Powell. He was killing it in Top Gun 2, and some other movies. So he's the man right now. People putting him into this. They're thinking it's going to be the hottest thing out there. It looks fantastic. You know, they're saying so. The premise is any stunner who can stay out for 30 days gets a grand prize of $1 billion. So I don't know if they changed the format. I think with Arnold Schwarzenegger, he was a criminal or something like that, and he had to do it. And here, I think,
He was set up.
well, he was still. The government said he's a criminal, so he was a criminal. So again, he was
We saw the movie. We know he's not a criminal. He was set up.
saying he was still a move. He was still you're a criminal, right? To come in and custody, he was a criminal. And so
Why are we having this disagreement? Okay.
you don't want to follow the movie.
No, in the movie, you can say in the movie, if you're a character, you might be misled that he's a criminal. We are the audience. We know that he's not a criminal. Just agree with me so we can
Stop
move
searching
on.
and just finish your thought.
No, I'm not searching anything. So
Yes, you are.
I'm not searching. I was just responding to something. So
Responding to nothing.
so the running man here. So he's basically doing it. It looks pretty good. I'm saying it. What's your take on it? I was going to pass it on to Cal, but he's getting me upset. So, Petey, please give me your 2 cents.
Well, I'd like to go off on a tangent.
Why?
And the point of the thing, well, first off, I'd like to say it's always interesting to find these properties that Stephen King, came up with that are unlike, the stuff we know him for. Obviously, Running Man, Green Mile, and of course Shawshank Redemption, and other thing,
Long
Misery.
Walk.
That's,
The Long Walk just came out. That's
so
another
it's
Stephen
it.
King.
So it's very interesting to see so many properties that are related to him that we don't, we think of obviously the straight horror. Now, at the same time, Glen Powell, it was really odd to me where it seemed like he would be like the Val Kilmer in the original Top Gun. Like this guy kind of seems like a movie star, but he kind of let like in the movie, centered around Tom Cruise and was it Miles Teller. So it's like, and I'm like, they've been selling us on that guy for a while now. He was in the Fantastic Four movie, and then Glen Powell comes along. You're like, oh, this guy's gonna be big. And of course, he, unless these movies don't work out for him, then he won't be big. But, or no, actually, at the same time, no, it's weird because there's an actor played the second RoboCop, even though RoboCop wasn't good. He's been in some good things. But we'll see how this goes.
Oh, yeah, I know you're talking about. He was the lead in Altered Carbon, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Guy who
exactly.
was
Yep,
Yeah, I know.
exactly.
yeah, Sarge Steele, and now
Yeah,
he's the guy's
yeah. And that's
father
the
there
other thing
instead.
the fact that then the guys like they can't do it, and it's just me.
No, they keep this guy. He's a good that guy's a good lead, and they keep killing him off.
Yeah, I was like, not the what? I don't want to see. I don't want to see Peacemaker. I don't want to see this version of Blood Sport. Keep him.
Joe, no, not Joe Kinnaman. Is it Joe Kinnaman? That's what we talking about?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And he was the Informer movie. That thing is crazy. But anyway, so this guy, I knew he was kind of going to be a, what's the name? It felt like a nod to say he's not doing anything. We need Miles to do the thing. But he, of course, was going to be a movie star, and he is one. So we'll see how this goes. I will say it looks action-packed, but I was kind of like, I don't know about this. And I think I said that for the Fall Guy, because Fall Guy had the connection to. I had the connection to watching the original show, so I'm like, I'm not buying Howie and Colt being one person. And then I watched it, and it was extremely entertaining. So I'm giving this one a chance. I'm saying, you know what? I don't know. I understand that the hard part is that Hollywood always has money for these type of properties, which are existing properties that did well, and people are like, no, I don't want to do this, but at the same time, Edgar Wright, who's created his own stuff, is like, hey, I could try to create something that nobody wants to do right now, or do what Hollywood wants me to do, which is The Running Man, an existing property, which we are rebooting and doing new things. And at the same time, you can say, you know what, I can add some stuff to it. I think, even though it wasn't successful, you can see that with movies like The Widows, where this is a British property that's had it was almost similar to a Lifetime version of it in the late 90s, and then we had the Hollywood version later. So there's these movies that just have money behind it, and the hard part is for a director to be like, I really want to do the Escape of the Whales, and I want to get funding for it, but I can't get any money for my Escape for the Whales movie. But The Running Man is just sitting there with money on it, and I can get more money if I sign up for it. So they're like, yeah, I'll do this. But at the same time, I say that using the Fall Guy to say that was fun. Edgar Wright has done some fun stuff, so maybe this could be some fun thing here. And I'm iffy on my guy. I've seen him actually he was in what's the name? He was in the Netflix show, which was pretty good. But I'm iffy on this guy right now. I like him in some stuff, and I don't like him in some stuff. So
Walking Dead.
Yeah. So I don't know him from that. I know him from Euphoria, which he was really good in, and then he's also in this couples things with Tina Fey, which I wasn't really with. So, and he's kind of become that guy for other things. So it's kind of like he's Hollywood's guy for stuff. So I'm kind of like, it was fun. The original one where they called the guy from the Family Feud was the lead, and then it was like, yeah, this is fun. They utilize him for this. So. But hey, it might be
Colman Domingo.
Yeah, exactly. But he was really good in the one. It was like a special for Euphoria where he meets a person and they have like kind of a meeting at a diner type of thing. So he's also in the thriller type of TV show on Netflix, which was good. So
He's been around for a bit, so got an Emmy for that award in Euphoria. You know,
yeah.
done play. So getting back to the man himself, C.E. Ellis of Calvin. What is your take on this?
I remember the original movie and how futuristic that was when I saw it for the time. But I also remember the feeling was that this was something that was, really out of pocket, chasing people down for money. And, at least the society I was growing up in, that was a fantasy. I'm looking at this now, wondering if they shouldn't have gone harder because today I could see this happening. Like, hey, I could literally, we literally see so much reality television and people willing to put their lives on stream, for other people's perfect, consumption. You got people who are living literally like husband and wife couples who have, 1 million, 2 million followers because people are just following their day-to-day lives at the end of the day. So when I'm looking at this now, it's almost like in reverse where the society has devolved to the point where that movie back then needs to be updated for where it is. It's very interesting when I think about it. I like the premise. Choice, lead is fine. The guy here you guys are talking about, they like him. They like him. He was it Rustin? Bayard Rustin?
No, Colman
Hmm?
Domingo.
Coleman Domingo? Yeah, they like him. He was in there was something else he was in. He was playing Bayard Rustin, and he seems to be like the go-to guy for for
Oh,
this type of
Rustin, yeah,
stuff.
Rustin, yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, that thing. I liked it, but they keep doing Martin Luther King dirty and everything. I'm not really up for that. So, you know, I'm not surprised to see him over here. And he's a good actor. He's a good actor. So, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that they like him, not surprised that they turn to him. But yeah, he's on that short list of like, here, we need a guy here. Hey, what's Domingo doing? Let's get him in here. So you can see that 30, I mean, because the original premise of the Running Man was that there was no, it was you had to get, I think it was you had to get from point A to point B, and then the guys were trying to chase you, and each guy, it was more like a wrestling thing where guys had call names, and they had different types of outfits and tactical gear with which to kill you, those particular things, and running around in an outfit made it like made it like like you were a superhero, being chased by supervillains, if you will. This seems definitely more stripped down to, hey, this is just going to be a regular guy trying to exist on the street, and the entire world is out to get him. It smacks of this film. Did any of you see this film? It was very similar with Aquafina.
Which
Um,
one?
I'm not
Which
sure.
one?
Hang on, it was in the same thing where she's being chased. Literally, no, is Jackpot, where there's a new thing. It's a lottery, but it's like for 24 hours. If if you win the lottery, that's fine, but you got to stay alive for 24 hours while anybody can try to kill you. And if they get the lottery ticket within that 24-hour period, they get the money. So pretty much you have a situation where people are, just everybody's trying to get you. Whoever gets the ticket then has to stay alive for the duration of the time. And if you stay alive, you get the money. This smacks of that particular film for me.
Mm,
Jackpot.
mm.
Wasn't that long ago. So yeah, it was only
Yeah,
2024. It
yes, that's
was only
crazy.
2024. So, along the same lines. And then who did she have? Uh, was it John? I think it was
Yeah,
John Cena
John
was in the
Cena.
film. He was
John
there.
Cena. Yeah, John Cena's in it.
John Cena was there to protect her. So it smacks of that because that film was literally everybody was trying to kill her. It would be the nice old lady with the blue hair. Here, would you like some cocoa? And while she's sipping, the next thing you know, chick pulls out like a AK, ready to kill her for this ticket. So that type of society, that type of society I just find it very telling because 80s, 90s, early 2000s, I don't think we would have thought of people being that extreme, but I don't think we're too far away from something like this. I can literally see them doing it at the end of the day, and people saying, "Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind. I think I could stay alive for 24 hours. Just to get some money."
Yeah,
So you
that
go.
kind of that's kind of scary in of itself. I don't think I see that because I mean, yes, people are doing reality. Nobody's out there to kill or hunt people down and stuff like that. I mean,
Do you do you
a race that they would have was Cannonball Run, and I've never seen that. like a real life version. I thought they would do something like that. Hey, you have to do a check-in and you have to race across country. I thought that would be fantastic, fascinating.
You can't actually do the Cannonball Run, but they do have you go to Vegas. They have stretches where you can drive the cars fast at higher, way higher speeds.
No, but I'm saying you do something where you're not driving at the highest speed possible, but you say, hey, you guys leave here, and if you drive over a certain limit, you get penalized. But how do you make it from New York to California? You just follow them, and you put like a arrestor on the car that it can't go over, you know, 80 miles per hour. I don't know, or does it whatever the mileage? They can't go over more than 10 miles per hour. They could do something like that. So, but my
They'll
point is,
just break. They'll just find a way to bypass the arrestor.
and then they are limited. But the point of the matter is, they're going cross country. They're meeting into different obstacles. They're going through different things. How do they handle that? And who wins coming off the same way? Because they don't all have to go the same way. They could be the same. If they're going the same route, you see the other guy, and they're all going the same time. Someone's going to try to do something different. Do I get up early? Do I get up later? Do I stay? Do we switch off? I thought that would be an interesting show. I don't want to give away any show. So if anybody's using it, I will sue you because I do have it copyrighted. But getting back to the whole thing, I think this is a pretty fascinating thing. I didn't think when I first heard the concept after seeing the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie where he was a criminal convicted by the government, but yes, he was innocent. I was like, I don't know if this is going to really work. It took it from a totally different point of view, but all his action was fantastic, unless that's all the action in the movie. So I'm all for it. But hopefully it's not. We just didn't see the whole movie already.
Well,
I think there's also telling that we never saw. We're seeing the Running Man now, and when was the original one? That was back in the '80s, right?
yeah.
So almost like '87. So we're going on almost a 40-year stretch. And when they were doing all this adaptation of, rather this remakes or reboots or reimagining of all these other films, they didn't do that one. They didn't do that one for some reason. I think they thought that was like a product of its time, and now we're getting this one because it's like, oh, it's time. We're back. It's exactly where it needs to be. Because I don't know. Maybe I'm just coming across more pessimistic, but I just see people. I could see somebody willing to do this. Like here, we're gonna have Survivor, lethal. What's survival lethal? You got to survive 30 days on the island without dying. If you do, $1 billion. If you don't, we kill you. I could see people saying, "Yeah, I'll take that risk. I'll take it. My life sucks enough as it is."
I think in the Asian films they were doing it with kids early, where they do the battle royale, and then the
Oh yeah,
kind of
and then
softer version of
Squid
that
Game and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, Squid Games. But then no, it's funny because there's an interesting one called The Hunt. You ever seen that thing? I forget which channel it's on, and it's basically these people who don't know each other get brought into like somewhere overseas where they get hunted, and they like literally they give them some weapons, but they literally get hunted. And as they go to they go into town, which is not a town, it's obviously like a very rural area. They think which they think is a rural area. Those people are after them too, and then they start running into where they're actually at, which is like a foreign third world country. But it was interesting the reason why when he explained how it actually happened. It was basically from people making the decision that some people who were like corporate people who got the moniker of they're taking people overseas and hunting them, and they're like, what did they say we're doing? We're doing that to those people that said like they went online to the conspiracy theorists who it's really there's a political slant to it, but it's like we're taking all it has the next Karate Kid in it, that female actress, and they kind of
Hillary Swank.
yeah, Hillary Swank, and they take all those people, and it's the funny thing to see her doing action again. I would say she should have showed up in Cobra Kai, but that's just to close the circle. But anyway, these sort of things are kind of what people are going for. But it also seems interesting to see that Stephen King once again is ahead of his time doing these battle royale, that sort of stuff. So, but yeah, with this actor, we'll see what happens. I think he's already had what was it? What's that thing? Tornado movie. bunch of other things. His stuff is starting to happen to him. I don't know if he is. No, he had a romance movie with
He
Sydney
was.
Sweeney. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one. Was it anybody but you?
Mhm.
Right, but I think blew that and the Top Gun really hit him, blew him up a bit. But the book, I think this movie is going to be closer to what the book is as opposed to what Arnold Schwarzenegger was.
Mhm.
Uh, just from reading the synopsis to that, so that's interesting. So probably they're saying because the first one made like what it cost 28 million to make and it just made 38 million. It wasn't exactly the biggest box office hit, but then again, you have video back then and DVD and stuff and cable, so it definitely made money. But
Oh, was that you in the movie theater? I didn't see it with you. It was like in the movie theater. So, hey man, this isn't like the book, man. Shut up, you nerd. Nobody asked you. Get out.
It's fun. What was it? I think the only one that Stephen King's actually complained about was The Shining. I know people like the film The Shining, but that's the only one he was like, he totally threw out everything that was mine. And then of course he did it as a TV movie, I believe. When he after he did The Stand. So
I think some of those books are now being part, like saying this like a world. I'm not sure if The Shining was part of it, but there's probably not. But it's
uh,
pretty interesting.
how original. Another world, huh?
I don't know. Someone was saying the
So
world is
Carrie can run into what's the car? Christine. Carrie can drive Christine, and they can, you know, have the Green Mile in the back of the car.
Okay, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I would have never put that together. Okay.
not
And
definitely
Andy
not.
Dufresne, they meet him on the ride too, because he's a free man.
The only thing, if I was Stephen King, that I would be upset with is how they keep rendering it when it comes to the adults. The kids slam dunk. The adults is kind of like, eh.
All right. So hey, is there anything else about this? So I'm interested in watching it. The only thing that I think that sucks about this is happening is, and this is what I think that drives me nuts about Hollywood. I believe this is coming out November 7th.
Something drives you nuts about Hollywood?
The is the is
Aside of the fact that you're not there,
the thing that drives me nuts is that it's coming out the same day as Predator.
you notice he didn't say no, right? You noticed that, right?
Well,
Predator.
I mean, at
Right.
the same time, they might feel that they have a property like that could take it down. I know I forget which movie Harrison Ford told not to put on his weekend when he was doing Air Force One, but maybe they wanna either, or does Predator want to hurt the Running Man? It's one of the two.
Yeah,
I can't know which one did what.
this is what I'm trying to say. This week was a pretty quiet week. Nothing crazy came out. October 29th. The next week is what, the first? Nothing's coming out. And yet they're coming out on the 7th. You're going to have Predator is going to come out.
But
You're
that's
going to have Grand Prix Europe. Well, that's an animated show. You're going to have this show coming out. Like, I mean, come on, give me a break. Like, why put top shows? This is what we saw this year, where you had all
Predator Badlands.
Predator Balance. This is where you had all these movies.
Yeah, that
Like,
needs to be good. Because aliens suck.
it makes no sense to do that, right? Originally, I think it said November 14th, but I don't know. It's like, but then probably is different because we're here in New York, and so sometimes the dates are a little more advanced than in other places. But dude, I think they don't know what the hell they're doing sometimes
Would
because you're
you
just going
say
to,
that? What about the re-releasing of movies? We got Back to the Future coming back.
yeah, what 30th
Twilight is
anniversary,
back. All the Twilights are back.
all the Twilight. Hey, Baba Bula is back too from 2015, right? So they're all coming back. You're right. There's a market. People want to see it. Want to see their old stuff. There's a movie, Vincent Must Die. It looks very interesting. So look, I don't know, bro. I don't
Okay.
know how they're deciding how these things could happen. I think for me, the whole thing is make money. So why would I want to put it up against something? Rocky's supposedly coming back out. Rocky versus Drago. You know,
What?
I said Rocky 4. And so,
What do you? Oh, what do you mean
re-edit,
Rocky
though.
4?
That's the re-edit of it.
Okay.
yeah, it's coming back
Yeah,
out.
I thought you were talking some nonsense like Stallone and Lundgren were going to get back in the ring like, hey, one more time. If we hit each other, we die simultaneously.
Well, we have a bigger issue, even though we're talking about the Running Man. The same weekend as Badlands is the horror of Christie coming out.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know
Sydney
what anything.
Sweeney is dressing down to become Christy Martin, the boxer.
That's her? Get out of here.
Yeah, it's really the saddest thing on the ever.
Holy
Who
crap.
did wait? So who do they got playing Layla Ali?
Actually, Layla could play herself. She'd probably be too big. Really big for Sydney Sweeney. But
No, yeah, she can't be. No, they need another. They need another actress. I want to see who they have playing Layla Ali and how far they're going to go with that fight. That fight was ridiculous. I mean, I'll give it to Christy Martin. She had a very good strategy going in with the previous fight with the boxer who was stronger. Who was stronger at the end of the day. She had a good fight strategy and she won. But whoever talked her into fighting Layla Ali, well, I think that was her boyfriend that she said was abusive because otherwise, it was like that fight. No, like no, I think Layla Ali said it. I mean, she accepted the fight, but she was like, "Huh?" She was like, "For real?" She was like, "I don't think so." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Paycheck. Hey, we digress big time. So, hey, if you like this movie, give us a thumbs up.
That's what we do.
Yeah, trying to reel us back in.
I'm struggling with the Christy Martin movie, man.
They're not talking about the Christy Martin movie
Sydney
anymore.
Sweeney as Christy Martin. On what planet? On what planet do you think that?
I don't think it. I don't know why she wanted to show her acting. I don't know.
We don't need it. We don't.
What? I don't know. So I say leave it alone, bro.
All right.
All right, spin a rack.
We are
Hey,
out.
we're out.